do that. And so they're calling out, taking odd jobs, literally door dashing, driving for Uber and Lyft, doing anything they can to put food on the table and pay their basic needs in life. And so right now,
You know what they say, when a hot sale item rings, you can save on more things.
I don't think that's what it is. Shh, I'm listening to all my savings.
For nearly 150 years, my company, Eli Lilly, has been investing in America. We've been advancing science and creating high-value jobs. But today, oh, are you okay? Gordon, you okay? Lilly.
Oh, I forgot you could hear the commercials, teardrops. What's up, everybody? Oh, no. Oh, no. Hold on. Hold on. My camera's not even working. Son of a bitch. You know what? I had a rough day today, so it's understandable. There she is. Hold on. Oh, Noodle. Oh, Noodle, you being a sweet boy. Yeah, I'm like, fuck it, I don't even care. What's up, everybody? Jenna say what here in Bruce. You can see a little bit of the fluff. The stressful fluff. Yeah. You stressful as hell. You're a stressful boy. stressful. Hello, what's up, everybody? Jenna Say What is in the house. We're doing a little bit of the news. We're gonna play a little Neopets. We're gonna try to go till 7. I'm exhausted. Teardrops knows that I was sleeping from fucking noon until like 4. My alarm went off, and I was like, oh, what? Like, fucking exhausted. Because Bruce gave us a heckin' scare last night. He is fine. Apparently, he has decided that the word leg day means just one leg. So he has a muscle mass that's happening on his right rump from him, like, jumping and stuff, because cats, once their tail is cut, their balance is fucked. He didn't act like his balance was ever fucked. But apparently it was enough to have him to where he's gaining muscle just mostly in his right butt cheek. So, little dude, you need to work out your glutes on your left side. Leg day is now officially called Legs Day because he doesn't understand. So, Legs Day, bud. Legs. Yes. All right. What's up, everybody? So yeah, here I am. Usual spiel. If you're not following me on my other social media platforms, please do jennasaywhat.com/links. All the links are in the description. We have everything from mild sauce, like Patreon, or things all the way up to super spicy. You know what I mean? And yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Let's fucking get into it, because I lost my fucking mind on this one. Fucking the press conference today, a drug exec collapses during the Oval Office press conference. Fucking hilarious. Yeah, do the thing, support the show. If you can't support, monetarily, definitely hit up all my socials. If you like, comment, follow, all of those things, every bit of that helps me, and I definitely appreciate it. But yeah, apparently the CEO of what is it, Novo Nordisk, which is who makes Ozempic, he passed out during an Oval Office press conference, and I would like to just I saw this, and I laughed so bad, like so hard over this, because I was just like, yes.
Has been investing in
so
America. We've been advancing science and creating high-value jobs. But today we...
Oh,
are you okay?
Oh.
Gordon, you okay?
There he goes. And if you didn't notice it because you're paying attention to that dude,
yeah.
Let's pay more attention to RFK.
Jobs. But today we...
Take a look at RFK here.
Gordon, you okay?
Watch him. Watch him.
Yeah.
Dude, he walked out of there like, oh, fuck, they're gonna look to me. Because as a health secretary, RFK, did I say RFK? Anyways, did I say either way? I might have brain worms too, because he's destroyed our fucking entire system for health. But yeah, RFK fucking skadoodles the fuck out of that room with, to me, because the health secretary should be a medical professional. In fact, it shouldn't be Dr. Oz jumping in. It should be the health secretary, because the health secretary, standard, is a medical professional. So the fact that he was like, yo, this is above my pay grade, I gotta get the fuck out of here. He walked out of that room with fucking conviction. He was like, I am not a part of this. I'm out. Like, that's you guys' that's y'all's fucking health secretary, everybody. A dude that literally was like,
but today we... Oh, are you okay?
Like, we don't even have to, like, look at him. Nope. Look at him! That has me fucking sent, dudes. That has me fucking sent. Because he was like, nope, I'm out. This is above what I know how to do. I'll see you guys later. Putting a brain worm in there, totally know how to do that. However, like, dude, what the fuck? I do love, like, I was talking to Teardrops that, like, the energy in the house right now is very odd. And I think that that's another reason why I was freaking the fuck out over Bruce, is, like, the energy that we're feeling is, like, it almost feels like a tornado is getting ready. Oh, that's actually a perfect analogy. Because, like, that's whenever the cold and hot air mixed together is not a good combo. That's exactly how the air feels right now. Like, the political climate, everything going on right now, it feels very much like a tornado is about ready to form. And you can feel the kind of static in the air. And you're just like, oh God. Fun fact, whenever I was a kid playing in the playground, we had donut clouds over our school. And I went to the teacher and I was like, shouldn't we go inside for this? And I was like way too young to know these things, but I was like, shouldn't we go inside? And they were like, no, it's fine. So, like, I'm from Tornado Alley, and that's exactly how the air feels, is like someone's telling you it's all fine and good. We're good. And I'm looking up and I'm like, those are donut clouds, okay? This is the first step in the formation of a tornado, and we're under a tornado watch. So, like, I'm watching, and they're like, you're just a little child. Shh. Don't ruin this with words. Like, that's how I feel right now. One of the representatives of one of the companies got a little lightheaded, so they went down. That's not a little lightheaded. That dude turned white. Like, these motherfuckers are white. They're white. But he was pasty. I see that shit in the lab. That's whenever I'm like, oh yeah, they're going down. He's the same color as his fucking hair. He's the same color as Trump's invisible hair. Look at them. They're like, lift up his legs. That dude knows what he's doing. He was like, I've done this to him before. He's like, let me lift up these little leggies. I know what to do. Daddy's got you. Like, Jesus Christ. As, like, absolutely. And then they cut it. Which is understandable because it's a medical emergency and you don't know if he's, like, if he's croaked because all these motherfuckers are in their hundreds. There's a question on if it was actually Gordon or not. Oh. Initially, the man who fell was identified by Getty Images as Gordon Findlay, the global brand director of Ozempic. However, a pharmaceutical company later shared a statement. Oh. Yeah, the RFK just being like, I've seen that just for funsies, like, for fun fact, I've seen that shit in the hospitals whenever shit gets really rough and, like, the family doesn't know what to do and they're like, and it just absolute fear overtakes them and they book it the fuck out, which good for them for doing that because, like, in a medical emergency, you can't have too many hands in the kitchen. And at that point, like, RFK would have been too many hands in the kitchen, but at the same time, like, what is that motherfucker gonna do? Give him a worm? Eat this! Eat this. That's what it would have been. Eat this. You're like, dude, that's a worm. I know, it helps. Like, bro. So that fucking sent me. But yeah, I wonder who that is because, like, I was looking at it and it, you know, identified the man. That was an hour ago. Who is he? Jesus Christ. So maybe? But you're saying that Novo commented on it, so maybe not? I don't know. I did look up, I was looking up, what do you call it? Gordon Findlay's net worth, and all of this came up, and I was like, I want to know his net worth, bro. I want to know how much that motherfucker's worth. But yeah, that's absolutely fucking crazy, like, absolutely fucking crazy that during a healthcare thing, this motherfucker goes down. And he's old enough that, like, this could be, like, a serious fucking issue. You know what I mean? Which, whatever. Peppa! Don't give me ads. Why? Do we need an ad blocker? But yeah, absolutely fucking incredible. Because all these motherfuckers are ancient. Look at how white he is. Like, that's a person that's passing the fuck out. If a worm did eat his brain and die, it means that he's just has worm rot. Yeah, no, he really does. The brain worm that was in his head is still in there rotting, which makes me go, are you guys serious for voting for this? Are you fucking serious? You have a man that swam and put his grandchildren in a stream that is known to have, like, nasty disease-ridden water. Like, get the fuck out. Get out. He put, like, I would never. If I'm gonna do dumb shit, I'm doing dumb shit on my own. I'm not involving my friends, my family, innocent bystanders. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing it. But he fucking involved his grandkids. Get in the water. There's worms in here. They're good for your brain. Fucking God. Fucking Space Force. You stole the Star Trek logo, you. Anyways, I'm sorry. I wasn't streaming during that time. RFK. Fucking RFK. Running for the hills, bud. He booked it. But yeah, like, fucking Space Force. I wasn't streaming during the time that they made Space Force, but I went on a whole ass tangent to, like, a friend of mine was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Blah, 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 blah. What's with Trump's side eye? I know, right? I know. His, like, nasty side eye. Like, that's sundowning. That, to me, looks sundowning. And that lip is falling again. Anytime that he's, like, sleepy or... Anytime, I'm still sneezing. But at least, I'm not feeling like shit anymore. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself, I'm gonna blow my nose. Got it. Oh, goodness. But yeah, like, the more I look at Trump and, like, his facial responses and shit, especially with, like, that's the side that anytime that, like, he's sleepy or it's getting late, that side is the one that's drooping, which typically is indicative of a stroke. And I believe that he's had several, at least mini strokes. And that's why he had to have the MRI, because you don't get MRIs for funsies. Although I have wanted to get an MRI for funsies just to see, like, if there's any fucking damage. A lot of things have hit this fucking noggin, so I wouldn't be surprised if I had, like, some sort of, like, issue. But you don't just get an MRI because, especially with your doctor. Like, I knew that if I was gonna get one, because I wanted it for funsies, just to see, like, any kind of, like, damage that I've had to, like, because I had car accidents as a kid. I was a wrestler. My first line of defense in a mosh pit is headbutting someone. You know, smart things. But for someone that elderly, to get an MRI, it typically is indicative of them having, like, strokes, or they're checking to see if Alzheimer's is getting worse. I would love for them to release his actual imaging, but they'll never do that because it's going to tell us everything that we need to know. especially us in the healthcare field that know how to read those. I don't necessarily know how to read them entirely, but I do understand some aspects of them that are more of concern because I was hanging around the imaging lab all the time whenever I worked in my first hospital, and I really was like contemplating going to school to actually be a radiology tech because I was like, wow, this is really, it was really interesting to me because like the programs that you use and stuff, you can like rotate everything. You can like it's just a really rad piece of equipment, and I was always very like, you know, up my coworker's ass being like, oh, show me how to do this, like, because it was just such a really interesting piece of medical equipment. So but yeah, with him getting that level of care, especially that close to his physical, and then on top of that, him being like, this test, it was the best test I've never, no one else has had a test, you know, a better test score than me. I'd love to see AOC tell if this is a draft or not. Like, bro, that's a cognitive test, my bro. Like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. But yeah, so we have a lot of these people like falling out. We're also seeing some heavy splits in the Republican Party, which is really good. I'm really interested to see where that's going to lead. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's speaking up and she's siding with us now, but at the same time, she's doing it for her own benefit and her own, you know, apparently she wanted to run for either governor or, yeah, she wanted to run for governor, and Trump told her no, and I'm like, no shit. They're over on X, because of this blue wave, a bunch of people are calling for the repeal of the 19th Amendment because they're like, oh, women are the reason why we're losing. No, y'all are the reason you're losing. It's because your policies are shit. You're killing Americans for no fucking reason. You're starving Americans for no fucking reason. And now apparently Trump is thinking about, he's like, oh, in the next year, I'm going to run off of affordability. Let me see if I can find it. Trump runs on affordability. New Year. But yeah, like now he's like, oh, we're gonna run on affordability now. And it's like, it's too fucking late, bro. It's too fucking late. You're gonna run on affordability for American people while you're building a $300 million ballroom? Get fucked, bro. Get absolutely fucking wrecked. It's absolutely insane. Like, Mamdani and all of these Democrats won, including the ones in my area that were running for affordability and being able to just live. Though, like, all of them won. The American public doesn't want Republican bullshit. It's a loud minority that want his bullshit. And knowing the people that I know that are still sticking up for him, I'm like, you don't want facts at all. You want to live in racist, homophobic, bigoted bullshit, and that's the reason why you're going for him. If you're wanting that, then just fucking say it, because you're already saying it without saying it. Just get some fucking cojones and fucking say it. Say that you don't want Mamdani because you're racist. Say that you don't want everyone to have affordable health care because you feel that you deserve the health care, but the people around you don't because they don't work hard enough. bitch, I can run circles around the people that I know that have been Trump supporters. I can run fucking circles around them. I could be sewing something while painting something, and they'd be like, how are you doing this? Because I'm God compared to you, you motherfucker. That's why. That's why. Because you can't do anything. You're like, oh, I'm working my 9 to 5. Great. What else you got? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, bud. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. The fact that bitch McConnell, of all people, turn on MAGA is earth-shattering for real. Yeah. The fact that we're seeing Republicans start to cut those ties, and what we're seeing now is they are starting to see Donald Trump as a lame duck president, because that's what he is. He is a lame duck president. He has this year, that's it. And now Republicans are going, his polling numbers at this point are in the shitter. He is winning on being the worst president. He's winning on that. Good job, bud. He's winning. So you have these Republicans that know that their seats are up for re-election, and they saw this election go the way that it did, and they're starting to break apart from their party. Which I firmly think that they should have been doing this the whole fucking time, and the fact that they didn't until death was staring them right in the face, some actually literally, you know what I mean? Like, you had to have death staring you at the face? What the fuck? Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze again. I'm gonna, like... Can I mute? Okay, I'm better. Woo! It's better out than in. I feel a lot better with this, but holy shit. Not a lot of them are also trying to save face for the re-election, so we can't give them any roses. Exactly. So we have, we did have, oh my god. Nancy Pelosi is finally stepping down. You know that she's been in her seat since 1987. Since 1987. That's absolutely insane. Term limits. Term limits. Term limits. Age limits. Age limits. Oh, that's being ageist. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, she went in when computers were just starting to be a thing. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out, girl. Like, good job you did the right thing. Like, you should have done that years ago. And it's the same thing with, like, me being pissy about Ruth Bader Ginsburg. People are like, you know, whenever she died, everybody was sad, and I was sad because I was like, oh god, we're screwed. However, if that dumb bitch would have left and enjoyed a small retirement instead of dying on her chair, if she would have enjoyed her retirement and left during Obama's administration, we wouldn't be in the situation we're in now. We wouldn't. Because we would have at least had an extra fucking voice of reason in that motherfucker. But she waited. She waited to die. Oh yeah, greed is crazy. The fact that they are so greedy and want this power and this money and whatever, like, I've always said it, but, like, I really believe that once you hit, like, $1 million, they're like, good job. Here's your placard. You won, you know, you won the game of America. Good job. Now, go sit the fuck down. Enjoy your retirement. Like, that's the way it should be. We should not be having billionaires, because you can't be an ethical billionaire. You just can't. That's an impossible task. A millionaire, absolutely, you can be ethical and be a millionaire, but a billionaire you can't be. So you have these people, and I wonder if the reason that she's leaving is because of all of the blocks that the Democrats are starting to put on everyone in Congress for trading stocks and shit. I wonder if that's what it is. Because she's just as crooked as a lot of the other politicians. And I've always been like, you know, whenever she made her spectacle and was like ripping up the papers, like, did I applaud that? Absolutely. I was like, fucking do it, bitch. But like, yeah. I don't know if she's on Epstein, but I think that she, you know, she knows that now she'll have to get rid of her stocks, and she doesn't want to do that because she's making a pretty fucking penny off of that shit. Although I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the Epstein file people are in high end of our government, of other governments. I mean, we already have Andrew being stripped of his title of prince. They've kicked him out. He is now having to live in like regular people housing instead of anything to do with the royal family. They know that they had to cut ties. They knew with this new with the new senator that's not being sworn in by Mike Johnson, they knew that if this Epstein list gets out, that Andrew is all over that motherfucker. And then on top of that, the book came out as well. So, you know, I think it goes all the way to the fucking top, if I'm going to be completely honest. I think that it goes all the way to the top, and every last one of those motherfuckers needs to go down. Every last one of them. I don't care if Epstein got a sweetheart deal and everybody's supposed to be, you know, saved from this. No, fucking, like, draw and quarter him. That to me is like the scariest fucking torture method, by the way. That fucks with me big time. But fucking draw and quarter him. Because pedophiles have no fucking right to exist in this world. Period. Like, kids are kids. Leave them the fuck alone. Let them play. Let them learn. Let them grow. You know, nurture them. Nourish them. Trump administration. Do all these good things for children to set them up to have good lives, safe lives, mentally healthy lives, things like that. Hey, Lorraine, how are you doing? Public castration by death. Yeah, absolutely. Like, the second that you fuck around with kids, all bets are off for me. It is bothersome to me that people would hurt children the way that Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell did. It's despicable. It is absolutely despicable. And the fact that they're, like, a lot of the Republicans are trying to get the age of consent lowered. No. Raise that shit, 25. Like, once your brain start, like, that's a little crazy on my part, but, like, you know, your brain's not formed. I see men that are, like, in their 40s dating, like, 21-year-olds, and I raise a hard eyebrow to that shit. I'm like, bro, can't get a girl your own age? Something's wrong. Because that's a power dynamic. And then, like, you know, Bill Clinton being on that file didn't surprise me one fucking bit. Because Monica Lewinsky was, like, what, like, 21 years old when that shit happened? And he was, what, like, in his 50s? Us women, like, especially little girls, need to be fucking protected. Because it's so rare. It does happen. And fuck the women that do that to little boys. And the men that do that to little boys, too. Like, but little girls are always the ones that have to have this happen to us, and then we have to grow into women that are scared to speak up because no one would fucking listen to us. Hey, Stephanie, I agree with you 100%. You have my vote, 25. Yes, endorsing public execution is gross. For pedophiles, I don't give a fuck, Howell. I don't give a fuck. You start fucking around with kids, like that, there's no hope for you. Like, there's no fucking hope for you. That's despicable. It is, to me, that is the deepest pits of the grossest layers of hell. Because these children don't deserve to be abused, starved, sexually assaulted, shit like that. You shouldn't, like, I'm sorry. Like, there's the option of being like, well, what if we rehabilitate them? How many people have we rehabilitated in this and they have gone on to do the same fucking thing? There's a 19-year-old, like, adult guy that, what is it? He raped 3 underage girls or something, like more girls are coming forward, and he got no time. And apparently one of these girls was on the brink of being murdered. He strangled her so much she had to have surgery on her fucking neck. That, to me, that's asking for him. You've literally given him a hall pass to do that to another girl, and what scares the shit out of me is whenever a guy gets out of that situation unscathed like that, the next girl, all of us girls, we all know. Oh yeah, let me see if I can find it. It was 19-year-old, 19-year-old, let me see if I can find it. My little clicky clacks. Click, 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 click. Alright. Let's see. I think it was a 16-year-old. But yeah, I saw that and I was just like, you've got to be fucking kidding me, because the problem with that is the next girl is not going to be as lucky. Because now he knows that he can get away with it. And it scares the shit out of me. As if us women, don't already have that target on our backs to begin with. Like, whenever us women have to walk to our fucking cars, we have our keys in our hands. We have weapons with us because we don't know what's going to happen in a parking deck. Is there enough cameras? The fact that our heads always have had to be on a swivel and we've never had a fucking moment's peace to be able to exist without worrying about a man jumping out, raping us, and possibly killing us. I'm like, at that point, it's like, yeah, making them suffer is fine. Making children elsewhere, like, I'm not saying to make them witness it. Dude, no. You can do that, like, out in the woods, nobody seeing that other than the police and the judge that's like, draw and quarter him, get him the fuck out of this realm. So it's sick the amount of people who don't get any punishment. Yeah, the numbers are insane. It's absolutely insane. You'd love to personally watch, yeah, the person assaulted me go down. Absolutely. Like, for a child, probably I would be like, probably not. But it's the fact that us women and, that we have to, or femme presenting people, like, we have to keep our heads on a swivel. We've never, ever, ever been able to exist in public, in the reality of things, without having to worry and not have to think about, like, if a guy gets behind me. Like, anytime that I'm walking down the street, is there someone behind me? And got a pet peeve of mine, dudes, if you are walking behind a woman, don't be up on her. Because there's so many times that I'll, on my phone and I'll kind of do this. I'm like, fuck, he is like right up on me. And I'll like push to the side and I'm like, and realistically I'm doing it with this hand and I have my finger on, what is it called? The noon light. So like noon light is something that help, like you hold the button, and if it's an app on your phone, you hold the button, and if you're in trouble, you can, once you release your thumb, it will call, they'll call you, and if you don't answer, they're liable to call the cops and to your location. Highly recommend anybody that, is a woman, femme presenting, LGBT, black, brown, indigenous, everybody needs to have something like that on their phone, especially nowadays. I'm seeing so many people getting hit and assaulted. The fucking neo-Nazi that hit that woman that was literally walking by, she wasn't even a part of the, like, screaming match, and he hit her in the face with a beer stein. That motherfucking beer stein was the size of a fucking Stanley and solid glass. That glass didn't break whenever he hit her in the face. And she went down, I think it was like 16 or 17 stitches, a broken nose. Like, this shit is getting too commonplace. This is getting way too commonplace for us as a society. And I know why. We have a lot of people in power that don't give a fuck about women. They don't give a fuck about minorities. They don't give a fuck about anybody else except for how much money they can rake in and how bad they can destroy us while putting the money in their pockets. Billionaires shouldn't exist. Billionaires should not fucking exist. And I'm hoping that I see a time period where we stop having billionaires, where it's not acceptable to be a billionaire, because you can't be an ethical billionaire. You just can't. It's goddamn impossible. It's goddamn impossible. Pay livable wages. Allow us affordable housing. Allow us to at least live and be able to go on a fucking vacation once in a while, instead of literally drilling ourselves into the fucking ground, working every single day. And like, I've worked every single day since I was 16 years old. And there are times where I'm like, I have to choose between working or going to the doctor to even just do a wellness visit to make sure that the ticker's still ticking. You know what I mean? You love the app, but one day it went off at a party and I was embarrassed. The cops, oh no. But yeah, I'm lucky that I haven't had that, but like mine has gone off from time to time as well. And I'm like, oh, because they'll call me and I'm like, oh, hell, oh, no, I'm so sorry. But it's better safe than sorry. It's so better safe than sorry. And, as people, that any of us that have to worry about, walking down the street or taking care of ourselves, or, taking care of ourselves as we're like trying to not get our lives taken from us at the drop of the hat just because of the way that we look, or because, X, Y, and Z reasons. So like, if I was at that party, I would have been like, this is why we have this. The system's working just slightly. It's working in this instance. And yeah, because like at a house party, especially if it's like, you just don't know. You don't know. And like, I'm really glad to see a lot of the younger girls starting to wisen up and being like, I'm not going to go to these places anymore because it's unsafe. I love seeing people gather together and being like, this is not a safe space for anyone, and calling that shit out. And I've done that, and I've called out people for being unsafe, and people can get so pissy about it. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Because if I can help someone else from having to experience the shit that I've experienced, I'm 1,000% down to do that. You know what I mean? But when apply to everyone, yeah. Everybody deserves to be safe. Everyone deserves to live and be able to experience life instead of working ourselves to the fucking bone every single fucking day without any kind of reprieve because we have to put food on the table. Working fucking 4 jobs, 5 jobs, while what? Billionaires get to sit on their asses? Once they've made their nut, they're done. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, even if they built their business, i.e. like Jeff Bezos, for example. Jeff Bezos built his business. He won capitalism, right? There was a certain spot that motherfucker should have stopped. Now he owns a fucking yacht that has a yacht inside of it, and whenever the shipping building company built this fucking yacht, they had to tear down a bridge to get it through the canal. That's insane. That to me is that show, because like none of these motherfuckers have been like, if you're on SNAP benefits, if you are struggling, we'll help you. Like, I couldn't live like that personally. If I had $1 billion that I would have obviously had to get unethically, so the situation is null and void. But however, let's in this instance, during this time period, I would be like, I'm going to pay all the like medical bills for people. I'm going to pay for food for people. I would pick school systems that are hurting the most. And I would be like, everybody free school lunches. Here's the money. Just do the thing. Do the goddamn thing. Because I wouldn't be able to live sitting on top of a gold heap, knowing that the rest of the people in my community, the people in my country are starving to death and dying of illnesses that we shouldn't be dying of. At this point, as a medical professional, we should have already cured cancer. We should have already cured cancer, and we haven't. And it blows my mind to be like, how are we not here? You know what I mean? Big dog, if you work for it. There is no ethical billionaires. To be a billionaire, you have to destroy the people underneath you. Look at Walmart, for example. Walmart pays into SNAP benefits and other government assistance programs, and they have those government assistance people come in to teach their employees how to get on these benefits because they're not paying their employees enough. To me, that's abhorrent. To me, that shows me that you'd rather pay into a system that's keeping everyone at poverty wages and not allowing them to survive. It's not even like, hey, Abby. It's not even about, like, you know, it's crazy to me. So there is no such thing as an ethical billionaire. And even the billionaires now, they're not helping their communities. I remember back in the days when millionaires would open up public libraries. They would open up things that helped their community. And the fact that that's not happening anymore, the fact that that is like frowned upon, or that you're, you know, doing that sort of thing, like, what are we doing here? What if we get a heritage? What's that mean? What do you mean by that? Elaborate, please. Por favor. It's just really sad that we live in a state where the people are turning on each other and we're not looking up at the billionaires and going, why the fuck are you not paying your fair share? Because in order to live a normal, like, happy life, They've already surpassed that amount of money by a long shot. They don't help in the community. They're not like, these schools don't have books. Like, look at Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton is a beautiful example of someone that gives back to her community. During COVID, she made sure that she helped get the COVID vaccines out by donating her own, her own body. I think she did blood and tissue or something like that. But, she made sure to do her part. And she always tries to do her part. That's what I'm talking about. It's look at Dolly Parton for a prime example of the ways that she has given back to her community. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see more of. I want to see more of us look at our community that is struggling, even if it's just your local, this area, why are we not doing this? Let's say you're poor, get a family, yeah, inheritance. Yeah, inheritance. You're poor. No worries. You're doing better. I can't fucking speak any other language. So, kudos to you. Kudos to you for being able to multilingual this. Fucking good job. But, the inheritance is a little bit of a different story. I mean, you have billionaires out there that are giving their children inheritance and things like that. Me personally, if I got a substantial inheritance from my parents, I would take the time out of my life and I would be like, okay, I'm not going to work, but I'm going to do I'm going to help food banks. I'm going to help, since I have the money, I'm going to take in, kittens. I'm going to take in dogs at the shelter so they, they have a home so they don't get euthanized. Things like that are things that I would want to do with my time and my money. Right now, I'm unemployed. Now that I think, I'm scared to say it out loud, I think that Bruce, my cat, is okay now. I think that my health is starting to kick back because I was basically sick for an entire month and then my cat had cancer. So things now that that's happened, I'm looking at donating my time to my local community. I don't have a big enough nest egg to know that I'll be able to do that for a long period of time, but I would like to give back. I enjoy giving back. To me, it makes my heart sing. It makes me happy. It makes me feel full as a human being. So if I was to get a large inheritance, that's what I'd want to do with that. I would want to help the people around me, the community around me. I would want to give books to schools. I'd want to do things like that. They are greedy. You're 1,000% right. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I would not be able to live with myself if I lived the way like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk do and all these motherfuckers and the president and all. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I think that would be the thing that would make me before anything else, because I would feel disgusting. I would feel immoral, and it would bother me deeply because I can't handle watching people suffer, whether that be in America or in other countries, because we do have a lot of suffering going on in the world, and it breaks me. It breaks me that there's so much in the world that is so negative, but there are lights in that, and I just wish that we would applaud that and it would actually work. So they would actually be doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's what we were saying. If the rich got together and stopped being greedy, we would not face as many issues as we do as a society. Hey, Dunn, how are you doing? And that's why they were rich, because they don't care. Exactly. You're 100% right. Yeah. That's 100% correct. We're at the point. Oh, the cat's snuggling. Oh. Yeah, Bruce is down here. Oh! Oh, we got a belly. Oh, my leg's in the way. Why am I in the way? Oh. Oh, the chair's in the way now. But yeah. And that's another thing that I would do, is I would probably you know, have it to where, like, if people can't pay for their pets' medical expenses, I would love to help pay those down. Because after Bruce had his thing, like, even before that, like with my other cats that I've had in the past, I literally have been like, if I could do this for other people, I would without hesitation. I would without that, like, helping a child's medical debt or someone that's disabled or animal debt, like medical debt. I would without a doubt just write a check and not even give a fuck. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, here you go. Like, do everything that this person needs to have done. And if you need more money, I got it. With no hesitation. Zero. And the fact that we have billionaires out here globally, too. Globally. We have people that are sitting atop of these gold piles and still collecting and collecting and collecting as the amount of money that we all make and we have to disperse between us gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. It's probably about the size every single day we're getting worse and worse as a people globally. And I always look to this instance that makes me go, this is why community is so important. Back in I can't remember, I think it was like 2006 or something like that. There was a thing called a Derico in Southern Illinois, and for like people that aren't from here, Illinois is like center middle of the United States, and that's where Tornado Alley is. Well, the Derico, let me turn. The Derico is basically an inland hurricane, and we had this inland hurricane that literally cut off our power, and we were all screwed. Hurricane. I can't spell today. I want to see if I can find the image of the Doppler map to show you how large it was. Here we go. Let me open image in new tab. So there we go. So the Derico, let me enlarge this. Okay, so where I was living is right about there. So I was in the eye of it. This is spanning several states. It was a nightmare. It knocked out the power for probably about 2 weeks minimum for us. And I remember sitting outside with my friend that I was living with at the time, and I was like, if we, like, everything in the fridge is gonna go bad. I was like, there's no way that we can get our power back. There's no way. There's zero possibility of that. And so all of the neighbors, everybody in the community got together, and we all cooked food for each other. We all, like, some people that had a generator, everybody brought their, we all brought our food, our perishable food together. And then whoever had a generator took the rest of that food to put into their deep freeze and then would bring it out for the next day. And as a community, we, when was this? Inland hurricane. Like, not for nothing. Like, this shit was insane. That wasn't even, like, the half of it. Oh, like, all these old pictures. I'm so sorry that they're, like, kind of small. Oh, I'm in the way. But the Southern Illinois inland hurricane was absolutely insane. 2009. Yeah, 80 miles an hour. We were not prepared. Like, wind gusts of 106. Like, I can't stress this enough. It was horrifying. It was terrifying. Hey, Solid. The world is all messed up. You're 100% right. So when this happened, I recognized the importance of having community. It made me look, and this was like, the first time that I ever had the opportunity, unfortunately, the opportunity to see what happens when people have to come together for survival, and we all do it without question. We all did it. We did our parts. We knew, we did it. People were getting out their their chainsaws, and were helping chainsaw, houses. People were helping board up each other's houses. There wasn't even a question. People were grabbing their own hammers and boards and walking to their neighbor's house, and without even having them have to ask, they just helped. We all helped. And I want that again. I want that, like, not a Derico. Like, let's get that straight. I don't want another fucking Derico. But I want to see us build community like that. I want to see people be able to go, oh, my neighbor's hungry. Let me make sure that they have food. Let me make sure that the people around me that impact me the most are taken care of. It's not, to me, that's such a not hard thing to comprehend. To me, that is something that comes naturally. I want to help the people around me. I want to do that kind of thing. Wait until Putin gets wild. Oh my God. Yeah. The crazy nuclear testing. America, like, Trump is trying to do nuclear testing here. After he fired all but 400 employees for all the nukes. Our nuclear facility only has 400 employees. That's a skeleton crew. That's a skeleton crew. And now we're going to war with in Mexico, Venezuela, and various other, like, what are we doing? What's the fucking point? It's insane. To me, it's like, what are we doing? Why are we land grabbing? Why can't we just let other countries exist in their section of the world and go, wow, this is like a great place to visit. I would love to, like, if you love it so much, visit it. Don't destroy it, you fucking monster. Like, what is happening? Where you live at echo chamber, you only hear, a little bit. The internet has kind of created a gross bastardization of community. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't read that first. But the internet has kind of created a gross bastardization of community where you live in an echo chamber and only hear stuff you agree with. Agreed. And that's the thing. And, like, there is, like, that issue of, like, if you don't believe that I have the right to exist, then we have nothing to speak on. I agree with that. I wish people would understand that a lot of these things where you're like, oh, LGBT shouldn't exist, it's because you have people in power that are so angry at that community, because 9 times out of 10, it's because they're gay themselves, closeted as fuck, and so they hate on the thing that they wish that they could be, and here we are, these people, this group is hating on the LGBT, these people are hating on Hispanic people, these people are hating on the black community, these people are like, we have all that, and it's divisive. It's set in place to be divisive, and I wish people would understand that instead of being like, well, they're doing this. Like, bro, chill the fuck out. Can you look upwards? Because it's them that's getting to us. It's the 1% globally. It's the people that are, oh yeah, the whataboutism is awful. And a lot of them have that thing locked and loaded, ready to fire, because they're like, oh, well, what if? Like, it's like, no, this is not the way we're supposed to be we're supposed to be. Sorry, I'm still like, we have so many people out there suffering and doing all these horrible things to the people around them. For fucking what? For fucking what? To bootlick the people that that have the boot on your own neck? Like, the people that, like, I remember back whenever I was more I was a conservative. I can't even say I was more conservative. I was a conservative. And I was mad because I knew that I deserved a better job. I deserved better pay. I knew that I was smart enough to be able to do the things that be able to go to school. I knew that I was smart enough for school, but I didn't have the funds for it. And I blamed the people around me instead of the systems that were built to keep me out of those things. We have college costing billions of dollars. Or not billions, like hundreds of thousands of dollars for what? For what? To keep people out. And I said this yesterday. I can't even fathom the number of Mozarts that are truthfully out there, the number of people that would be able to cure cancer that are out there that have that intelligence, the people out there that are, Da Vinci's and people that have that mentality and have that ability that are getting shut down because they're in poverty. They can't afford the musical instrument that they could play in a symphony because they're that good naturally. We're killing the intelligence and the arts, and we're killing the progression of us being a society where people are thriving doing the things that they enjoy. That people are thriving. I love doing art. I love acting. I love doing all these like artistic things. I was always in school doing art. I wanted to be an art teacher. I wanted to be a music teacher like my dad. That was something that I really wanted. I couldn't do it because of school. And then also during the time period that I graduated, they were cutting all the arts programs. My music teacher was going to several schools to teach music. And I saw that as the writing on the wall and being like, wow, we're never going to we're just going to throw out art. We're going to throw out music. We're going to throw out the things that help in ways that we're psychologically, it's true. Like, doing art, doing music, doing things like that. It helps you psychologically. And it helps you also in your mental clarity and your focus and things like that. Turns out the working class get educated. They become a threat to the elite. Exactly. I think that there's no problem being Democrat or Republican or whatever. Problem is being radical. Exactly. Yeah. 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 It's the radicalization like that we're seeing that is pushing so much divide. And like, I say that being a white person, so like I do come from the privilege of that, and I'm aware of that. And there's a lot more nuance to it, especially coming from a country that a lot of us are being ridiculed. We have immigrants, not even people here that are undocumented. We have immigrants that have been here, have a green card, or are citizens being swooped up en masse to literal concentration camps. And families are not finding them. I can't even imagine the feeling, the knot in my stomach that I would feel knowing that I couldn't find my mom or my grandma or my dad or my sister or like my brother. Like I can't even imagine that feeling of gut wrenching, knowing that there's a possibility that you may never see them again, because we have, like, a lot of these ICE officers are doing horrendous shit to these people. And there are people that are missing. And I mean, we had people at Alligator Auschwitz, and they were joking about throwing people to the alligators, which is historically something that was happening. It's insane. Yeah, it's true. Solid's right on that one. Our Republicans have really, like, done way more negative than they have, but the Democrats are just sitting on their hands, a lot of them, and they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Yeah, the fucking Reagan ruined everything. He ruined everything. Yeah, the scales are tipped to the far right leftists, and radicalism is kind of needed. Yeah, it's politics here. It used to be left all the time. Now it's turning right wing. And I feel in my heart of hearts, the reason that a lot of countries are seeing more radicalization and more right-wing policies is because of America. And it's not because, like, we're the best country. I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form, but it's always seemed like when America starts something, the rest of the world kind of follows suit. And we're seeing these, like, radicalized right-wing groups in all countries coming out, and it's like, it's bad. It's really, really bad. You know, we don't have the luxury of having a middle ground anymore. And, you know, I can't really entirely speak on politics overseas because I'm not as familiar with a lot of things, but seeing, like, right-wing parties that are looking at Donald Trump and going, oh, this is what I want to do. Are you fucking insane? Be your own bro. What are you doing? Why are you following suit with an orange man? He's orange, okay? Like, that alone, and he's not body paint. He's not cosplaying. He's not putting on a Leku and he's like, I'm a Twi'lek. Like, he's not doing that. He's orange. And I'm sitting here going, it's almost like they went and looked at the madhouse and they were like, that's what I want to do. What? Was it a little bit of fascism is still fascism? Yeah. MAGA women are an anomaly. Absolutely. Yous are better. There are a lot of cute girls out there. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Hold on, I'm getting phlegmy. Hold on. I'm not showing you guys shit on that, so, ooh. I'm fine. Oh my god, I can breathe out my right nose now. Oh, hold on, let me smell my candle. Can I smell it? Oh! I can smell. Alright. Yeah, MAGA women are an anomaly. I'm just saying, I sit there and I'm like, you do realize that they're trying to, like, people on X are talking about repealing the 19th Amendment, aka repealing our right to vote. You realize that, right? Wow. Like, what the fuck? You gotta sell the phlegm jet. Oh, fuck, you're right. Solid, you're right. Damn it. God. That's why I have you around, bud. You're so fucking smart, dude. You're so smart. Thank God you're my friend. My God. Like, holy shit. You read everything. Yeah, I mean, it's... God, we are... You know, I'm really hoping that more people on the right wake up to the reality of the situation. And, like, am I going to trust them? Absolutely not. I'm not going to. Likewise, Solid. I miss you too, dude. I'm so sorry I've been fucking out of it and everything, but I know that you get it because, like, you know about Bruce, you know about the fact that I've been, like, sick. Now, you know, all these things, but I definitely want to, like, get out and, like, see friends of mine and things like that. That's been, like, a priority now that I don't have a job and I can like drive to places and do that sort of thing. Yeah, Solid does his own Twitch stream. Are you still sponsored by Jackbox Games, which is like fucking rad, by the way? No. Hell yeah. I'm so proud of you. That's been a long sponsorship. Congratulations, dude. They gave you early access to Pack 11. Fuck yeah. Yeah, Solid always does, 5 years. Fuck yeah, dude. I love to see you succeed. That makes me so happy. I love to see friends of mine. I love to see anybody succeed. I especially love seeing my friends succeed at things and get opportunities and be able to do, cool shit. Yeah, I love it. I love that so much for you. I love that so much for you. That warms my heart.
Oh my God, where did you come from?
Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. You forget sometimes how much you succeed. Yes. And that's another thing is like, it's so hard to keep yourself realizing like the successes that you have, especially with a world that feels so dark and whatnot. It's important to celebrate the little, even if it's a little victory. Like me getting over my cold, I'm celebrating that as a little victory. I did a little bit of art yesterday and it made me feel so good. I did send a picture to Teardrops. I'm going to be posting that on my Patreon first. And then next month I'll probably post some of my art that I've posted to the Patreon. But they get first access because like I wanted to get like a safe for work type of platform if people wanted to support me, because like I've had people ask me that and I've been like, what would I do on that? I'm really excited now that Bruce is settled. Yeah. You got your stretches? Is that a belly? Is that a baby belly? Anyways, now that I've got him probably settled, I'm gonna start writing a little bit on my book, and whatnot, what kind of art. So I used to sculpt back in the day, and I know that I was very hard on myself with my art because like I've surprisingly kept my art throughout my entire like high school career all the way up until like recent. I'm a hoarder whenever it comes to my old artwork, but I was looking at it and I was like, I was better than I realized. Why did I think I was bad? So I'm starting to sculpt again. I'm doing kind of like 3D art, and I might be making some like paper mache masks as well. Because I love antique, Halloween stuff. I love antiques just in general. I love the history. I love learning about items that I'll collect at like either thrift stores or, I used to work in an oddity shop, things like that. You're scrambling to get your game ready for MagFest. You got this. Solid, you've done this before. Now that you have that knowledge, this is going to be second nature to you, bud. You got this. I don't have a worry or concern. You're going to have it ready, and the little things that aren't ready, you're going to be okay. People aren't even going to notice. No one's going to notice. Merry Makers have a stream Tuesday for No Kid Hungry. You believe I adore everybody in their community doing what they can to do to help. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of like paper mache and things like that. I definitely wanted to sculpt possibly some puppets. I've said this before. That's not a scratching post. It's not a scratching post. Are you jumping up? Oh, Noodle. Okay, let's not get right in the thing. But like, oh, we got the Bruce. He came up. Oh, hi. But yeah, there's a bunch of things I'm kind of doing, but there's a puppeteer that I've been following, and she does like sculpting on them, and I fell in love with this like baby moon that's like seems very like antique, like from, you know, the black and white days. Oh. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, are we... I don't know what is... Yeah, share the wisdom with us, Brucey. Share the wisdom, his little nubbin. His one glute that he has done. Leg day means both legs, bud. So we're going to have to start calling it legs day. You're not that creative. I just sit around bored listening to country music, eating Oreos, etc. Honestly, like there's tons of resources to like learn how to draw and things like that. Like it's always like a good thing to like exercise that half of your brain, to like, even, you know, listening to music is a great thing that activates that part of your brain. But like doodling, and not even for anyone, for you, just a doodle. And if you don't like it, you know, if you want to throw it out, you don't have to like keep it. But yeah, I've collected my own doodles. Super important to just to like get a little creative and get a little energy of that. Dancing is also a great way to be creative as well, that people kind of overlook. Now for something completely different. A cat with one buttock. Exactly. Yeah. He, you scared the shit out of me, bud. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that shit scared me. I was hysterical last night. I was like, they said that they got it all because, like, whenever they amputated its tail, they got good margins. And they said that there was, like, no cancer cells where they had cut, and no cancer cells at the tip of, like, at the tip of his now little baby bear tail. But yeah, he just works on one cheek at a time, for real though. That I was actually, I said it on my stories, but I think I might be making a video about Bruce's tail amputation, because when he got diagnosed with a mast cell tumor on his tail, I looked it up. And there was goddamn nothing. No influencer. I want to keep it. There was no influencer that, oh. I had to shave him too. Like, so he's got the worst haircut. I'm not good at shaving him. Like, I had to shave it around where the spot is, because the nurse was like, hey, like, if it gets bigger, then, you know, go ahead and bring him back in, because I have insurance through that company, and I can just bring him in, and they'll check him for free. Glad I did that, because I have saved myself $600. But they were like, you know, if it gets bigger, but like, let's shave that little spot where his glute is, just in case, to like, you know, if it gets bigger and the other side is still not he's not working out his left side. My child. He's definitely mine. Like, he's definitely mine. But, yeah, so the vet, you know, helped hold him down while I shaved him. And he was screaming. He hated me taking clippers to him. And I've done clippers before for him and, like, you know, shaved his hair a little bit. But this one, he was like, this is too close to the bort hole, mother. Like, this is too close to the bort hole. Don't touch my butt. He hates his butt touched. He hates it with a passion. He does not like it. You have a dog named Smile. Oh my God, is it named after Rocko's Modern Life? I love that show. Like, that's an old like a Nickelodeon cartoon. And a tabby cat called Nino. Oh, that's why I sleep on the floor. Oh my God, I love that. Yeah, Spunky is. Let me get a picture of him. He's a dog from Rocko's Modern Life, and I love him. Here we go. He's a cutie pie. That's Spunky. That's who I'm talking about. Like, That's the dog from Rocko's Modern Life. So if he happens to be white and black, I don't lose my mind. But yeah, such a good like 90s style cartoon and whatnot. But yeah, from Rocko's Modern Life, it's such a cute show. I was actually watching like old school cartoons. He's black. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. Because he has some black spots on him, so I'll take it. Oh, man. Says Evie, when you bathe her and wipe her butt, she yells at you. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Kenneth. Yeah. It was a lot, but I'm glad that, like, all my tears and all my stress and worry was for nothing, and I'm glad about that. I'm like, I'd rather look like an absolute psycho freaking out over my pet and then not being anything, being a big old nothing burger. I would rather that, honestly. Because losing a cat to cancer again, not gonna be too thrilled with that one. Hey Patrick, how are you doing? I would not be too thrilled with that. Oh, like, total sidebar. Did anyone see the photos of the suspects for the Louvre? Did anyone see the suspects that broke into the Louvre and stole all those diamonds and shit? Also, apparently the security code for the Louvre was Louvre. It was Louvre. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Tell me that they weren't. No. I have to move myself. No, there we go. I'll just move this. I was like, hold on. Like, I can tell that they got to him a little bit here, you know what I mean? Like, they kind of beat him up, but, like, I was like, what's up with these hotties doing heists and shit? Like, this is what I needed. This is what I needed. Because I am French, so I was like, oh, God, yes. They're hot French boys. Let's get it. Yes. Très magnifique. Like, love it. I cackled so hard, and I was like, yo, these boys are gonna have a modeling contract by the end of this shit. Like, hilarious. Your friend, yeah. My dad was the last of our family that was full-blooded French. I'm Scottish French, so there's that. But I always love to see this shit, because this is so on par with Luigi Mangione and being a hottie batati, and I'm just like, I'm here for this. Can we make this into a movie? Because, like, we're already, whoa, we're halfway there. Oh! Anyways, so crazy. That reminds me, Jenna, did you play Expedition 33? No. I put French in the game down. Oh, shit, really? Nice. What four male celebrities do you find hot? This, like, we're gonna go really fucking off on this one. Fuck. I have to think now. Hold on. Let me, oh my God, why am I... Bruce, you don't need to be in there. I really need to baby-proof some of these like, cabinets and shit. Because he'll go in there and I'll hear him, like, bomb, like, open and close it. I'm like, dude, there's nothing in there for you! His food is out in the open. If he wanted to, he could bite open and rip open his bag of food. Does he? No. He goes into the cabinet and he's like, bang, bang, bang. And I'm like, dude, stop. What are you doing? Hey, Scott. What did I walk into? Hot criminals? Yeah. What? Oh my God. Now I really need to think about it. Oh my God. I'm blanking on their names. I am bad with celebrity names. I'm going to be 100%, but I got this. Oh my God. What? Oh my God, what is the show called? I just need to go into my, like, TV shows that I like. Rose. Oh my god, the roses. Oh my god. I hate this. I'm like blanking on their names. My brain is hot onion soup today, so there's not a lot of things firing off. Oh my god. Oh, Portlandia. He was in Portlandia. And this is like cast. Reoccurring character. Oh, Matthew Lillard. Matthew Lillard is a huge one. Oh my god. Reoccurring characters. Let's see. Oh my god. He's in Portlandia. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy. Of the Galaxy. Oh my god. I'm gonna get you 4. I promise. He always talks like that. Oh my god. He'll find a way. Oh my god. Life finds a way. Life finds a way. Fuck. Why am I blanking on his name right now? Life finds a way. There we go. God damn it. Why am I blanking on his name? Help me. Help. Jeff Goldblum. Thank you. Teardrops. My god. Woo! Matthew Lillard. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum. Yes. Do good guys finish last? Villains in first place. The whole like good guys finish last thing, I always hated that quote because I was like, I don't believe this. Nor I think it's the guys that call themselves good guys, those are the guys that finish last. But yeah, Jeff Goldblum, the guy, oh my god, Schitt's Creek, that's it. Schitt's Creek cast, help me out here. Eugene Levy, absolutely think he's hot as hell. I don't even care. Apparently I like older men that look kind of similar, because like Eugene Levy and Jeff Goldblum kind of have like a similar like look to them. There's got to be a 4th one. Oh, let's throw a fucking insane curveball on this one. Not for now. I don't know what he looks like now, so I'll probably regret saying that. Yeah, I regret saying that. He's not as cute anymore. No, he's still kind of cute. But like the guy that sang for him, Villavallo? Why do I remember that, but I don't remember like Jeff Goldblum? What the fuck is wrong? Jesus Christ. I was right. Villavallo. Anyways, like throw a curveball in there, like throw Villavallo in there too. Hot. I know that there's more, but like my brain is hot onion soup. I got home at like noon. I didn't sleep last night whatsoever. But I fell back asleep for like 4 hours after I brought Bruce back, and I was like crashed. I crashed out, and Teardrops and I were on the phone, and she told me about the guy that passed out in the Oval Office, and then once I saw RFK be like and run away, I was like, oh, I gotta stream today. That was the funniest fucking thing. Also, Jen, see the link in my earlier message. Did you? Oh, wait. I actually think Teardrops sent that Reddit. Oh, here we go. This way. Oh my god. That's funny. That's so funny. I'm attracted to like, here. Where is it? Oh no! Is Reddit not gonna show up? My thing is like, don't show Reddit. You're not allowed. Oh, wait. It was in the wrong one. My bad. My bad. Hold on. Oh my god. It does not want to open up in the... I'm gonna sneeze again. Sorry, I tried to mute. I tried. I failed. You saw me like scrambling. I was like, where's my mouse cursor? This is what he's talking about. There we go. This isn't gonna work out. I love that so much. Oh my god, that's so funny. Stick a straw in your ear, then you can drink it. I hear hot soup is good when you're sick. Oh my gosh. It's like, oh my god. Also, let's see. Beats all those. Christina, oh, I gotta look up this guy. He's the GOAT? Okay, hold on, we're gonna do a little, hi, Nugget. Yep, I think you're right. Portuguese soccer player. God, soccer players are gorgeous just in general. Like, I don't know how you, like, I was never good at that sport whatsoever. Like, not at all. But, like, soccer is always that sport that just is, like, I'll watch it forever, and I'm just like, how are they doing that? Like, that's just, it's crazy to me. That's a crazy sport. You have Scream and Scooby movies? Hell yeah. You don't see any messages from him. Let's see. Thank you. I'm just catching up on the chat. Thank you so much, Kenneth. I might have to blow my nose again. I'm like dying. He's a millionaire though. Well, millionaires, you can be a millionaire without having what is it called? With being ethical still. And for not for nothing, anybody that plays a sport should absolutely be a millionaire, because the damage that you can do to your body, the reason that they make so much is because it is a very small window in which you can play that sport. Once you, oh shit, Lenny Kravitz, you're right. Patrick. You're right. Why did I forget about Lenny Kravitz? Probably because my brain's like, you're not allowed to think about him. Are you insane? It's gonna it's gonna confuse your asexuality entirely. Because, like, god damn, he's a gorgeous man. And from what I understand, like, he still looks goddamn incredible for his age. Recent. I can't fucking spell. Shut up. This man is absolutely exquisite of a human being. I'm in the way. I like, ew, Jen. Like, if I could look like that, like, be that 8-pack and like, damn, what a handsome gent. What a goddamn handsome gentleman. And I never hear anything problematic about him, which also makes me very happy. Because that's, like, a huge thing with me, is, like, I love unproblematic people. Recently, now I'm blanking on his name. Look at, oh my god, Scream, hello. What? I just said Matthew Lillard. Matthew Lillard is my childhood crush turned into an adult crush. So I'll always tap in Matthew Lillard, because, like, he was my like, oh, type guy. And recently he did a he was doing something, and he was talking to a crowd, and he's like, oh yeah, by the way, fuck Ice. And I'm like, I picked the right guy. That's right. Lenny Kravitz can step on you any day. Absolutely. I don't think I would be able to, I would just go, Normally I don't get like starstruck, but does it say how much he makes a year, Lenny Kravitz? I don't know. Let's see. $20.25. 90 million. 90 million. So he's a millionaire, and I mean he's been in the music scene for a very fucking long time. Like a very long time. Damn. The things I would respectfully let that man do to you. Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, Chris Hemsworth is gorgeous as well, for sure. He's a gorgeous man as well. Thor could get it too, absolutely. I heard he's nice to me. Yeah, I've heard that too, and I really wanted, yeah, Zoran Mamdani is so handsome too, yeah. His wife, she's giving, like, what is it? Like Princess Diana kind of vibes, or like Audrey Hepburn kind of vibes. She's definitely like a gorgeous human being as well. Like they're such a cute couple. Like I love seeing people in politics with their significant other and them being like, you can tell that they love each other. I love seeing that. Love is not dead. I hear he might be in Scream 3 or Scream 7. Yes. He said that in that whole interview. Would you do Henry Cavill? Henry Cavill is gorgeous. Cavill is gorgeous. Have I not heard anything about his wife? Oh my god. Hold on. Yep, here we go. She's giving a whole lot of, you know, Jackie O kind of vibes. She's like, actually, let me move my, I'm gonna move myself over. There we go. I'm gonna shuffle on over. I should have did a dance while I was shuffling myself over. But like, she's giving like very Audrey Hepburn in this photo. She's giving it. You know what I mean? I love seeing this. There we go. This, like, you can tell. Look at how cute they are. To me, like, you can tell that they deeply care about each other, and she is so proud of him. She's glowing. It's so cute. 10 out of 10 would take the cuck chair, right? I'm not a big Cavill fan. I love Matthew Lillard without a doubt. If it's like, I would marry that man in a heartbeat. He also, this is a very weird thing with me. I'll out myself with like weird things that I think. There we go. Weird things that I think are hot on people. Teeth, big thing. Like if you have the canines that are slightly protruded forward, I'm in. Without a doubt. It's the weirdest thing. Like that's what is it? Matthew Lillard I think has that. And it was him that made me realize it. Oh, no, he didn't. So he has like that kind of, like, his like canines kind of go forward a little bit. And to me, that's super hot. Like, I have a thing for it. Teeth are a thing for me. But like, oh, you can't really see it. Hold on, let me. Actually, let me open image, a new tab, do a little this. Like, he's got like the canines that kind of go in the front, and I'm just like, yeah, that and eyebrows. I love eyebrows. I love noses. Like, there's quite a few things on people that aren't conventional that I look at and I'm like, oh my god, that's so hot. Big noses. I love big noses. Especially if you have like a long bridge. I love that. I think it's hot. I like weird weird features on people. I don't like conventional beauty typically. Weirdly enough, face shapes are a thing for me. Beards are a plus from, yeah. He is a handsome man. And he's always, I've heard that he's such a nice man to the fans. He's a nice person just in general. And I love to see it, especially with celebrities, because you can, I mean, I've heard horror stories about some celebrities. You have a beard and big eyebrows? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Get it. Get it. Absolutely love that. But yeah, I've always been like a fan of like the different features that people have. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's a thing. I'm not even gonna shake my fist at it because I'm always like, yep, I'll accept it. I like the crazy, the crazier features and the different features of people. That's why, you know, sometimes like it does make, I love plastic surgery, don't get me wrong. And you do what you want to do, boo-boo, but like whenever I see girls that have like the like elongated nose or like like they have a bump on their nose and they go and get like all the surgery to fix it, I'm like, but why? It's so pretty. 70% of Portuguese probably do. Yeah. Nick Cage, he freaks me out. He freaks me out a little bit. I think he's also problematic too, right? No, wait, is Nick Cage problematic? No, I'm thinking about a different celebrity. Nick Cage is okay, but like, I don't think I'll ever be the same after watching Nick Cage in, that movie, that horror movie. I can't remember what it is because my brain has kind of blocked it out, but like the girlfriend gets like set on fire alive and that bothered me. And I like, if I was watching it alone, I would have turned it off immediately and been like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do it. I can't. I'm out. Like, not the bees thing. Yeah. Wicker Man. No, it wasn't Wicker Man. It was the one where like, the cosplay for it is him in tidy whities, the lion shirt that's like the baseball style shirt and like a hatchet. It's that movie. And I watched it all the way through and I was like, I am really fucked up from this movie, but not as much as like Requiem for a Dream. That Jason Momoa, I think Jason Momoa is gorgeous. However, he looks very similar to my friend Decken. So now every time I look at Jason Momoa, I see Decken and I'm just like, Decken! Like, I don't, like, to me, like, now Jason Momoa is, like, Decken, like, it's such a weird thing. It's weird. But Jason Momoa, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. July 5th of 2026 because you'll be 41. Hey, happy birthday. Yo, what date? Are you a Leo too? Are you a Leo too? I'm going to throw in some Neopets. You know, like Momoa. Fair. He's not for everybody. Let's feed our Neopets, yo. Let's play a little Neopets while hey, Leos. I did not. Oh, yeah. What the hell? Oh, because the month. Wait, I have to now fish? They're making you do fishing now? I hate the fishing game. That's new. Oh, no, and I get a fairy bubble cannon? Fuck. Damn it. Oh, read to your pet. They changed up this. Is this a daily? Are you kidding me? I have to, like, do a lot more instead of, like, the quick stuff? Damn it. Damn it. Hey, Patrick. You know, the football player, Jimmy. No. But I'll do a quick little little Google search real fast. Let me do a little this, a little this, a little this, a little this. Oh, that's a handsome man. That's a handsome man. I feel like that's what I would look like if I was a man. That's what I would probably look like. Terrania, let's do this thing. Sorry, guys. Woo! We're almost there. We're almost, like, fully healed. Friends of mine have had the same cold that I've had for, like, a month. Oh! Bit. Boo. Let me do... So that means, like... I have to read to my thing, like... You've got to be kidding me. Well, this sucks because, like, the books that I need are, like... Oh, wait. Ha-ha! Remember how I couldn't find which book? Remember? And I was like, how do I find the book? This is how. Look at all these books my bitch has read. And I'm supposed to find a book that she hasn't? Come on. Oh, 219 books is quite a lot. Maybe your Neopet could be in the running. I doubt it. There's like way too many books out there. Man, that sucks. Well, I guess... Do I have... Oh, yeah, there was no bookshop open. So now I have to look for books in different shops. Damn it! There's a movie called Kiss the Vampire with Nicolas Cage. Oh, really? I haven't heard of that. I'll have to check it out. Like, I love Nick Cage as, like, an actor. I think he's, like... He's a really good actor. And he has a lot more range than people give him credit for. I feel like people, like, dwindle him down to, like, you know, only, like, a certain role, and they don't actually... Who's my favorite president? Probably none of the above. Because, truth be told, that, like, every single one of them were problematic in their own certain ways. So, oh, Obama? Obama. He wasn't problematic. So I'm gonna go with Obama, because he wasn't problematic. I was thinking of all the white men in that, because, like, I come to find out, fucking even... as I've been, like, reading and doing research and things like that, what is it? Even Lincoln, apparently Lincoln was, like, not a good person either, and I was just like, holy shit, what the fuck? Like, even with him, like, freeing the slaves, there was, like, he was doing it for his own benefit. It had nothing to do with the fact that he cared. So... But yeah, Obama would be my pick. I was focused in on, like, talking shit about Lincoln because of what I've read on him. And, like, could that be fake? Possibly. Exactly, Solid. Exactly. So it's like, could it be proven? But, like, I don't know. Back in those times, like, everybody was problematic in like, nowadays times. So, like, yeah, unless so we've got historical records. Absolutely. So that's why I'm always like, I side-eye a lot of the elder presidents because I'm just like, wait a second. No, I have to fight in the Battle Dome too? Are you serious? God damn it. Damn it. Are you serious? Ah! I miss the days when I just had to feed and groom them, and now you don't even have to feed and groom them. You just have to, do the thing. Fuck, I don't have anything to play. There's no toys because I keep throwing them out. Son of a bitch. This, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Neopets watched my stream, and they were like, oh yeah? We're gonna make you do the shit that you don't like. Fuck. I don't even know where the fishing vortex is, bro. I never fish. I don't fish in real life. Oh, I gotta do my wheel. Woo. What the hell? They watched my stream. They had to have watched my stream and been like, This bitch is just doing her dailies just super fast. No. No. Oh, 16,000? Thank you. You gotta be kidding me. They knew. They saw what I was doing. Or lack thereof. Where the fuck's the fishing vortex? And God knows that if I look up where it's at, if I search... See? I don't even know where it's at. Where is the ye old fishing vortex and Neopets?
You can win the ye olde fishing vortex by fishing in the underwater cavern.
But where is it located? Okay. It's in an underwater cavern. How to get to it? You must... Oh my god. You've got to be kidding. I don't even know. It's not even telling me where it's at. What the hell? What the hell? Ever been to Britain? No, I want to, though. I want to. Yeah, in the school they lie about some historic people. They absolutely do. Yeah, he was a very bad guy. Oh, I came over here and discovered America? Oh, really? What do you call these people? Turns to the indigenous people of America. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, making yourself more important, like, than what you actually are is always, like, it fucking kills me. Because I'm just like, why? Oh, wait, is the harbor? No. Nope. Now we have to find the ye old fishing vortex, which I have no fucking clue where it's at. Is it in the island? No, not the Armada. I meant to click the wharf. Where is the fishing vortex? Where? What? And it's like, this didn't help me whatsoever. This didn't help me at all. Where are you at? Jelly Neo. Is this Jelly Neo? Oh, thank God. Hold on, let's... The fact that I have to search this much, they're obviously, like, yeah, they're just collecting points and not actually doing, like, the actual game. People like me. Aha! Where is it at? Okay, here we go. Sure. Oh! Great. There we go. Where is this even at? The ruins of Marquardt? Where the fuck is this at? Where is this at? Okay, you know what? They had every right to do this to me because I didn't even know that this world existed. Where are you at? Do I have to, like... Do I have to go here? Like, shouldn't there be, like, a little... Because all these other worlds have, like, little, you know, you can go to... Oh, that's where it's at? That looks like a... That looks like a spaceship. Get out of here. I know that that's a spaceship. I know that that's a spaceship, but that looks like a crashed spaceship. Killing me softly. All right. Well, now we know. Hi, Aaron Parnas. I don't listen to the news all the time. Bookshop? No. Fuck. I found it. You like Charlie Hunt? So I used to like Charlie. Like physically, I love Charlie as a human being. I've heard like really amazing stories of him, and he seems like just an absolute angel. He looks eerily similar to my ex, and so now like I'll look at him and I'm just like neither of them look like each other anymore, but it's still one of those things where I'm just like, ruined. So ruined. Oh yeah, I gotta read to my pet. I gotta purchase an item, which apparently is goddamn impossible because, you know, whatever. Hold on, let me... How do I... Is there any bookstores? I don't know of any book areas. I'm like trying to specific... Oh, Brightvale books. Brightvale! Where's... To the castle. Give me a book. No, that's not it. Oh, here we go. Brightvale. Not so bright. Let's see. Brightvale books. Please, God. Who can say... Jesus. They're making it goddamn impossible right now. Do I have... Wait a second. I have to look to see if I have any, like... Do I have any toys in my safety deposit box? Let's see. Hold on. I don't think that I've kept anything for toys. I think maybe Christmas stuff. Sure. Let's remove it. Let's do that. Let's use that. I guess. I guess I'll play. One thing down. I'm so, like, they knew I was being a little stinker and not, like, actually playing I was just, like, doing the quest really fast. They knew. Did I ever play Sonic? So, yes and no. My cousins had Sonic growing up, and, I tried playing it, but it's so fast for me that it's hard for me to, like, keep up with it. Like, it makes my eyes go a little cross. So, I always loved the Sonic franchise, but playing the game was always slightly hard for me because I'd be like, but I'd stare, and I think that that's the problem, is it's going so fast that I feel like I can't blink, and then I don't blink, and then all of a sudden my eyes are dry, and I'm like, like, you know, I mean, like, all of a sudden my eyes feel like they've crossed. So, kind of, sort of. I really should have saw, like, what books has she, like, I don't even know how to tell, like, how to find the books that I need to get for Professor Montana Billingsworth. I have no idea where to find these goddamn books. Hold on, let me... Let's just explore for a hot second and see. Do you see your question? Oh, no, I didn't. Teardrops, I'm sorry. How long does the Wheel of Monotony take? Sometimes it takes fucking forever. Like, most people that play the Wheel of Monotony, they will, let me just, nope. They'll spin the wheel, and then they'll just, like, oh, crap. They'll just walk away from their computer and let it spin. I think that sometimes it can take up to, like, 24 hours for it to get done. And that, to me, is just oh, I didn't mean to do the shop wizard. And that just seems, like, so fucking crazy. That seems way crazy to me. I don't like that name of that shop. Groomer's Warehouse. Ugh. No! Yes, books. Give me them books. Let's look how many Neo coins do I got? Oh, we're good. So we're gonna look for, like, the most expensive book in this shop, and then see if there's any other shops that have it for slightly cheaper. I think I've read that one. I don't think... You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and buy this one. I'm going to see if Professor has read Quiggle Facts. The Quiggle is a funny and mysterious pet. If you have a Quiggle and are thinking about getting one, be sure to check out this book first. Professor, did you read it? Yes! Fuck yeah. Hells yeah. Hells yeah. Alright. So that means that that one is done now. Oh, sweet. I can claim that. I'm probably not going to fight in the Battle Dome because I'm going to end up selling this pen. Actually, you know what? How much is this worth? Always be grinding even on, no, it's not even worth it. Nope. Because I hate doing the Battle Dome. Did I not claim that? Interesting. I hate the Battle Dome. It's like, it's the worst thing for me. I hate it. Hey, Leia, how are you doing? Luigi Mangione has, yeah, that, Patrick, that's not the first thing that, or the first time that's ever happened. I mean, fuck it, Charles Manson had fangirls. That man. People like, want Dave Franco to play, all right, teardrops. Yeah, hit me up and I'll go through my my stuff and give you some inventory, because like I have a ton. Oh, I put everything in the inventory. I forgot about that. But I have a ton of extra clothes and things like that that I can easily give you, because like if I have multiples of things, I don't need it. So certain things I'm always down to like give you. And like I don't have a Draic. I think I might get a Draic, but I'm not entirely sure. He's like a little, I love the Buzz stuff, but I have a bunch of things that like either I don't use or especially things that are you know, I purchased in game. Those are things I'd be like, oh yeah, here you go. I don't feel like there's a lot in here though. What the hell? What the hell? Do I have anything in there? Because like I don't need, why do I have this? What's the point in this? I don't even have a place to put these. Ridiculous. Let's get our other dailies done, and then I'm gonna jump off here. God, if only our banks gave us interest like this. Oh, you can't see it. If only our banks actually gave us interest like this. They say that they give us interest. I have not seen it. I have not seen it. The full book, 50 Shades of Grey in one day. Whoa. Like, books for me take me forever to read. Yes! Got a snack. Like, I'm a slow reader. And it's not because of anything other than, like, whenever I start reading, if it's really engaging in my, like, my brain and I have to think, I want to fall asleep. And I'm like, do I have, like, I don't think I'm narcoleptic, but, like, it really makes me fucking question it whenever I'm reading a book. And I'm like, why am I falling asleep? It's not, it happens almost every single time, too. I'm gonna forfeit. I don't need it, so we'll spin it. We'll do the thing, and then I'm gonna hop off here so I can get some food. Probably, like, pass out again. Because I did not sleep. And I got a new, because, like, my bed topper, like, that has, it's, like, old as hell. And I already have, like, back pain. So I was like, and I sleep on my back. And so I was like, I woke up in the middle of the night, like, 3 nights ago, and I was like, I'm in so much fucking pain. And I went online and ordered a new bed topper so I could actually sleep through the night. And last night was my first night sleeping on it. And I would have normally slept all the way through the night, but I was so hyper focused on Bruce and, like, is this lump on his booty cancer or what? And so I was like, he normally sleeps right here, but he hasn't been. So that's also a thing that, like, scared me a little bit. Because his pattern of behavior changed. So, like, goodness, sorry guys. So he was like sleeping at the end of my bed. So I flipped myself over the other way, and like we snuggled that way in ways that we normally don't. Like he normally doesn't like me to like hold on to him. He's normally like he'll sleep right here, and I'll put my arm up on his body, and he'll take his little paw and he'll move my hand down here so he can lay his head here. He's like, "No, you're too warm. We're both too warm. You have to like," he does that motion, and he'll like move my hand so he can like sleep on my hand. But like last night he was like wanted to snuggle and shit. I think it's because I've been sick for like the past like month. And so like I haven't been able to breathe in my sleep. So I've been snoring. I've what else? I've been tossing and turning, and I think that he just had enough of my bullshit. So now he's like, you even streamed all 3 movies? Damn, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good for you. Like, good for you to be able to, like, pick up a book and be able to read it and, like, sit down and do the thing. Normally, I, like, have shit on TV, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta go clean this thing, and I'll, like, leave. So a lot of times, it's always the same repetitive things over and over again, because I've left the room so often that I'm like, I don't even remember this episode. I'm like, oh yeah, I was probably doing something. So, that ADHD, but I get shit done, so yay and boo? I don't know. Eugene Levy was one of my picks. Oh yeah. Eugene Levy is absolutely gorgeous. I never thought that I would be, and you know what? I take that back. My second horror movie, or my first horror movie I ever saw was Mr. Boogedy whenever I was 2 years old. That movie's not scary for us adults, but as a child, for a 2-year-old, that should have been very scary. That was whenever Disney was, like, doing their scary, spooky shit. And I think that was Eugene Levy that was in that movie, but there's a guy that runs a shop, and I was like, I was always smitten by him, but I didn't know as a child like that. I was looking at him and going, yeah. And it was his eyebrows. I loved his eyebrows. Like, the second I saw him as a kid, I was like, I love those eyebrows. I really like, I just want to stare at him. So, like, it wasn't like a, like, oh, you know, 2-year-old being like, oh, yeah, I do. No, it was like a 2-year-old me being like, I just want to stare at him. I just want to stare at him forever. Because, like, there's something. And I'm not sure if that was Eugene Levy or not. Actually, let me check that. Because if it is, then I'd be like, wow, that came full circle. Was he in Mr. Boogedy? Was he? That would have been a very old film. Hold on, Mr. Was it? It was! It was Eugene Levy in that movie. Oh, look at that. We came full circle. He was a little dull back then. Oh. Oh, just a little angel. Hold on. I'll pull up the photo. Hold on. New tab. Oh my god. Look at him. A young Eugene Levy. That was him in Mr. Boogedy. And I was obsessed with his eyebrows. Like, I loved his look. And so, like, now that I'm older, now that I'm like, oh, I was crushing on him. That's what that was. Oh, look at that. We figured it out. I've always been a fan of Eugene Levy since I was 2 years old. And he was too old for me. What a little angel. Look at how young he is. That man has aged like a fine wine. He is aged like a fine wine. But yeah, that was Mr. Boogedy. That was, like, for a 2-year-old, that shit's scary. That was scary shit. You know what I mean? But, like, he aged like a fine wine. Look at that. Fine wine. Mwah. And I love his eyebrows. I love his glasses. Like, those glasses look phenomenal on him. Good job on his stylist. Good job on his stylist for picking out those glasses. Or if he did it himself, even better. Good for you, bud. Because, like, those frame his face. They look great on him. I love a round, like, professor-style, like, glasses. I think I just like professors. Huh. Anyway. He was also in the movie Splash. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was. He was. And if you haven't seen Schitt's Creek, absolutely go and watch it. It's, like, I think 6 seasons or something. And honestly, like, highly recommend watching Schitt's Creek. And like, everybody in the TV show gets along wonderfully. Like, there's no headbutting in the cast, and you can tell. Like, I love the movie or the show Psych because the entire cast is, like, best friends with each other, and you can tell. That comes off in every episode that they're in. That they all get along beautifully. Community, there's times where you can feel the hostility between most of the cast members and fucking what's his face. Oh my god, what is his fucking name? Chevy Chase. Like, you can tell in some episodes of Community that Chevy Chase was being an asshole that day, and you can feel that kind of animosity between the cast members and him, which is really sad that he probably ruined a lot of good things that could happen, like good friendships, good good times that he shit out into the toilet. So Community is one of those shows that I always look at and I'm like, you can kind of tell when they were butting heads. So yeah, it was funny, but yeah, Community is also one of the shows I really like to rewatch and whatnot. But yeah, you can definitely tell with some of the people in the show. But Schitt's Creek was another show where you can tell that everybody truthfully cares about each other. Whenever you have a cast that gets along, that works well together, that vibe checks off of each other, that to me is so important because it really does make the show feel like good to watch. Scrubs is another. The first few seasons of Scrubs is a good prime example. What else? Oh my god, Cougar Town is another one. All of them got along. I've heard Chevy Chase is a total asshole, not only to fans but to his cast members and the crew, which to me, like, good job, you had a bunch of 80s films, you were like an 80s star, but you need to get the fuck over yourself. Like, especially, it bothers me even more when they treat their fans like shit and when they treat the crew like shit. Like, cast members, there might be some issues, or like, someone said there might be something on the back end that we don't see and we don't know about. But when you're rude to your fans and when you're rude to the crew that is working their asses off behind the scenes to make this show run, when you do that to those two groups, that's whenever I'm like, you shouldn't be in this industry. If that's how you're going to be, you shouldn't be in this industry. Like, I get that sometimes, like, fans, like, if you're out and about and you're just trying to, like, live your life, that's hard to do. But when you sign up to be a public figure, a face of the, and be out in the public, you have to know that there are going to be times where you're going to get bum rushed by fans. Is that okay? Not necessarily. I wish that, people understood to not, like, get too crazy with your celebrities. They're people too. They're trying to do their own job by entertaining and whatnot. But, yeah, it bothers me whenever they're rude, especially when you find out that they've been rude at like events that they're there at for specific things. Like, again, it's like I've heard Chevy Chase like doing meet and greets and he's an asshole to his fans. Then why do the meet and greet? Why even do it? Why even do a meet and greet with fans if you're going to be an asshole to them? It's one thing if like a fan like grabs your junk and you like push them away and you're like, get them out. That's a totally different story. That's sexual harassment. You know what I mean? Whenever a fan goes past the point of okay, that's a totally different story. We're not talking about that part. But I've heard like so many horror stories about him and so many other celebrities too. Like, I can't think of them at this point. Again, onion soup. But yeah, it's so crazy. When it comes to movies, do you like the rated or unrated? I don't really know if I've really put movies back to back that are rated versus unrated, unless and I don't think I've ever been obsessed enough with a movie to see that. Because most of the movies that I would rewatch over and over and over again, especially like back in my early years, it wasn't like movies that would have unrated versions. But I know American Pie has one, and I liked the movie. I watched it a couple of times, and then I'm like, okay, I'm good. Would I rewatch it back to back? If I had the time, probably. Or like, 90s stoner films. I love 90s stoner films. So if there was like an unrated and a rated version, I'd probably do something like that. I don't know. Does Dazed and Confused is actually one of my favorite movies of all time. It reminds me of Southern Illinois. Even like it's supposed to take place in like the 70s. That is literally Southern Illinois. Like the class before mine was the last ones to paddle haze the freshmen. Not even kidding. This is in the 2000s. My class took it too far. I didn't, but my boy classmates definitely did. You know what, Patrick? Yes and no. I think that yes. We'll go with yes. We'll go with yes. But anyways, on that note, I've been on for 30 minutes longer than I planned. I'm starting to get a little too nasally to where I'm like, I gotta go exorcise the demons out of my nasal cavities. But I need to get this shit out of my face, so I'm gonna jump off here. What's today? I don't even know. Is today Thursday? Oh shit. Tomorrow's Friday. My week has been just obliterated. Jesus Christ. Man, I was really hoping I'd get a lot more done this week. This sucks, but here's what it is. It is what it is. But I'm going to jump off here. I'll be back on tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Go as long as I can, or, having good conversation with you guys, which I always appreciate. I love having you guys over here. I love having the discourse. I love having the conversations. It always makes like streaming so enjoyable. So thank you guys for hanging out and doing your thing and asking me questions and keeping the conversation going. I definitely appreciate it. But yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time. The end spiel, here we go. If you're not following me on other social media platforms, jennasaywhat.com/links. Following me is free. Liking, commenting, ringing that bell, all these things help significantly. If you would like to do any extra, all the funds are currently going towards paying off Lil Boy's medical debt. So if you want to help out, cool. If not, then that's fine. But if you do, because I'm doing everything by myself, in the links, there's going to be your PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. If you would like to hit up my Patreon, I have multiple tiers for that. I'm going to be posting a lot more this month as we're starting to roll out all of my stuff. That's your mild sauce all the way to spicy sauce. So if you are interested in that, there's that as well. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, stay safe out there, guys. Keep your head on a swivel. Make sure you're drinking your water. Make sure that you're eating a healthy snack today. Take your vitamins. And I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. Bye.